Very thankful to come into South Alabama's house and get the win on the road today. It was really a tale of two halves. The first half, we did not seem to have the energy, especially on defense, to win the game. And we got down. South Alabama took advantage of it. They had great energy, and they took advantage of it, and we were down going into half. At halftime, while the coaches were talking things over outside the locker room, it seemed like the team had already talked things over. They knew what they needed to do, and they made the adjustments at halftime. They brought more energy. We shrunk the court. We didn't press. We went to our half court man-to-man, and they brought all the energy on offense, defense, and rebound in the second half. So I'm really proud for the win.
And Coach, you mentioned it right there. I mean, you didn't even have to say anything to the team at the locker room. What's it like to have veteran leaders in the locker room that can say what needs to be said and get this team fired up for a second half?
It's very important. It's very important. It's also important to have veterans who know how to, if they had a bad first half, how to turn it around in the second half. Because that's actually what happened. Let's say Nia Daniel, you know, she didn't show up as much in the first half, but somehow she was able to turn it around in the second half and become our leading scorer. She made big physical plays and just did a great job.
And Coach, you mentioned Nia Daniel, 11 points in the first 5 minutes of that second half. You know, what changed with her, and you know, what changed to get her rhythm going in terms of the shooting game?
I mean, you're probably gonna have to ask her. I'm probably gonna have to ask her a million times. What I told them after the game is I need her to think through what she told herself at halftime and make sure she's telling herself that before the game and at halftime. But she's really come a long way. It does show a mature player, because anybody can have a bad first half, but an immature player will have that turns into a bad game. But she only, you know, didn't contribute as much in the first half, but would really turn it on in the second half. We wouldn't have won without her effort.
And Coach, 0-4 to start out the season on the road. You guys finished the season 8-6. Just talk about what this team did a little bit different. I mean, obviously we can translate that to non-conference play, but you know, what really changed for this team to get them fired up and ready to go on the road?
I mean, the goal has been a Sun Belt Conference championship, so we know every game is counting now. We know that every game is crucial, and I think we took the lessons that we learned in the first half of the year and applied them in the second half. Hopefully we'll keep doing that, because we still have big strides to make before we can reach our goal.
And 2 more games home. You know, you got South one more time on Friday, and then Wednesday you have App for the first and only time. What's going to be the message to going into the final week of the regular season, knowing tournament plays right around the corner?
Well, the first thing on my mind is bring energy from the tip. We've always got to have the best energy from the tip and keep it for 40 minutes. So that's going to be our battle cry right now, and we'll go back and look at the film and clean up the things that need to be cleaned.